This meeting is being recorded.
All right, there we go. Hello, we are in Happy Health Habits Happy Hour. If I could just say that without stumbling over my words. Now, I love the term, but I'm always messing it up. I'm outside here and I'm cold. I'm underdressed, but look at this. I have to show you this, guys. It is, what is it, September
24, 25.
today. My friend Chandra, Dr. Chandra, sent me this. Her mother made this shirt. And her mother made this shirt. Her mother's about to pass away any day now, but her mother made this, and she gave it to me, and I have to share it. This is my Metamorphosis shirt. Butterflies have been my symbol for the last few years as I'm going through my cocoon and all the crap in the cocoon and the hard stuff, and then coming out the butterfly. That's my... Anyway, she sent this to me because she thought of me, because I was always using the butterflies in analysis, as an illustration. And then I got my butterfly earrings on from the aviary in Ecuador. So this today is all about making our changes, and we do it painfully sometimes, right? And it's painful in that cocoon, but on the outside is beauty and freedom. And so I did a little Facebook Live today. So make sure to go back and watch that, because I gave my top 2 takeaways from Monday. But I'm cold. I got this sweater on now because it's chilly out here. So welcome. We're going to talk about the top 10 ways to be unhealthy. Today, that was a hilarious take on things JC and his buddy did on Monday. So we'll do that. And we've got less than 100 days left of the year. So I've got a little challenge for you guys. And we'll talk about that. And then next week, just so I don't forget, is the secret sauce to burning fat. So put that on your calendar for Monday night, the secret sauce to burning fat. I think they're pulling out all the stops. And then we have that new automated Lifebook healthy lifestyle automated system on our phones. So some of you have already started playing with that. And so we want to kind of get some feedback about that or questions. So that's those are the things kind of on my agenda here today. Hi, Roxy. I love your new hair, your new like sideways hair. It's awesome.
Hi, everybody.
Right? Great. It's great. So I'm going to screen share here. And we have a guest today, ladies. Loving yourself enough to live a healthy lifestyle. So give yourself a great big hug. It is self-care, September self-care. We've been practicing our healthy skills, and I brought my friend today as our guest to teach us. Charlotte has a business. I can't remember the name of her business, but she actually does for a living, teaches people how to ground and relax and, to get connected, that brain-body connection we always start with. And she's going to lead us through a muscular kind of relaxation technique, right, Charlotte?
Yes.
Can you introduce what the name of your business is again? And you're going to lead us through what are you going to call it? Tell us what you're leading. We're going to take 5 minutes, and she's going to lead us into some grounding here. What are you doing with us today?
So it is Distressy is my business, distressy.com. It's on my name. And I do a progressive muscle relaxation. So today we're gonna activate that body's natural relaxation response through a hand muscle relaxation coupled with a little bit of the pressure point.
Okay, cool. So she's gonna get us all relaxed and connected and grounded. Lead us.
Okay.
By the way, Carrie is not here. She normally leads this. She's in Ecuador. They're having severe, pray for rain because their power outage, because the drought is happening. So she probably won't be here because they don't have power. So just pray for rain. All right. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Charlotte.
Okay. So we are going to be using our hands. And so I want you to kind of warm them up. I can't really I would be doing this very vigorously, but I was in a car accident and it hurts my rib. So I want you to go as warm up your hands as much as you can. And we're going to start with one point that is not on the hands. And so
Turn
to,
in the big screen,
to
please.
find that,
Oh,
just put,
sure. There you go.
to find that, put 3 fingers. And just imagine where that little spot is below that 3rd finger right here. And you're just going to kind of give that a little circular massage right there. Yeah. As long as you do a big circle, you're going to hit it. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. And then now we're going to switch hands and come over to this hand. It's about right here. Three fingers down. And any of these that you're doing, you can always do your breathing technique.
And I was holding my breath, so I shouldn't do that, right?
Yeah, right. So if you remember to take the deep breath, take a real deep breath, and then just slowly blow that breath out. That'll help your body to relax. It'll help you to even slow down a little bit doing that pressure point. So now go ahead and stop and do this with your hands, couple them together. So you have pressure points on the tips of each finger. So we're just going to kind of roll over them by doing like this with your hands. And I'm realizing some of you have fingernails. I don't. So it's easier for me to get a big roll on those. But if you can't because of nails, you can always take the tips of your nails and just kind of, rub them back and forth on each tip. Whatever you can do that's comfortable. All right. And now let's go to this little V between your finger and your thumb. So about right there, that whole area is kind of webby. And you're just gonna kind of, well, if it hurts, you're possibly doing it too hard. Just rub in that area. Keep up with your breathing if you remember. Deep breath, slow out. Now switch hands. And let's go ahead and take in a deep breath. Deep, and then blow out slow.
Charlotte, you just want us to rub like on one side?
You can do both sides. Both sides have a point. It doesn't matter. The front is the one we're working on, but both of them are fine.
I used to teach people in chiropractic to squeeze on both points from the front and the back.
Mm-hmm.
But is that a thing?
Yes, it is okay to do it from the front and the back. However, I have been taught that you can just do the front as well.
Okay.
So now let's switch and do this little fatty area right there at the thumb, the side of your hand here. And there's not really, you're just sort of doing the whole area. And we use our hands and our faces all day long. So it's really helpful sometimes to go through your hands and just give them a little massage. This area always hurts on me, and I think it's because of typing and holding a pen. Now switch hands and rub this whole area below the thumb.
Seriously? Wow. I need more hand massaging.
Yes.
I am hurting myself. I use my hands. Oh man, this is a phone directly from phone overuse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you probably have this too with your finger down here. Yeah. So if you hold a phone all day, it's really good. We're just going to switch real fast and do the little finger because you tend to hold it with your little finger and just kind of go up and down the whole thing and then switch to the other one.
And don't hold my breath.
No, hold your breath.
I just so want to hold my breath.
Okay, so now let's go to at the base of each finger is a point the base of each one, right, right in this area. So let's start at the pinky, and it's right at the base, and just do little slow circles. And breathe. And now switch to the ring finger. You kind of feel it because there's like a little knuckle there, and you're just on top of that knuckle where it meets the finger. And now switch to your middle finger. And sometimes on these, when they hurt, on these, I push a little harder and I really try to work that out because you have a lot of muscles in there too that are tight.
So this is
And
really
pointer finger.
This is connecting the brain and the body and relaxing because it's somatic. It's taking the attention away and putting it on your body, right?
And now your thumb, yes. And grounding is part of the grounding because you are paying attention to your body and listening to that. And okay, switch hands. Little finger. Keep breathing.
So anytime we can get out of our heads and into our bodies, ladies, it helps you to stay calm and to stay focused and grounded using your right mind.
Go to your ring finger. And now your middle finger. Pointer finger.
Is yawning good?
And now your thumb. Yes.
Yawning means there's a release happening, y'all.
Awesome.
Good. I'm yawning. It's a neurologic release.
Okay, so now there's another one at the base of the little finger, but instead of on top of the knuckle, you're going to go just below the knuckle. And that one you want to give a little press. And you can massage little circles also. And a deep breath. And breathe out nice and slow. And now switch hands. And it's just below that knuckle. Deep breath in. Slow out.
I've learned that moving the eyes from side to side and then up and down also centers that brain too, balances that brain, and doing it while doing this is really hard, but it's really good.
Yep. So now follow your little finger all the way down to where the wrist bends. And this is actually, some people call this the happy spot, because this is a really good one, especially for the winter blues. So you can rub there. Deep breath and slow out.
And do you do this guided with people, or you have special packages, or you have teaching? What do? You teach people how to do this?
And now switch hands. And yes, I guide until you've learned it and you're in a regular routine enough to go on your own and remember how to do it. A lot of people want to stay in a guided because they won't do it without the guide. And me too. So
I agree.
We're all the same.
I agree.
I'm turning my head.
I resemble that remark.
Yeah. And they're anywhere, from 5 minutes to 35 minutes, whatever you want to do. We do full body or just the face, just the hands, or the full body.
Wow, that's an awesome service. Kind of like hiring a personal trainer. You always do better when you actually have someone guiding you.
Yes. Yeah. And now follow your thumb down to the same spot on this side of your palm. Okay. And that one you should feel a little bit of a slight discomfort in pushing that one. Our thumbs are used more than anything else.
Ugh, mine is painful.
And now switch hands. Follow that thumb down to the palm. And keep breathing.
Oh yeah. Let's hold my breath again. See, that's why I need a coach.
And now, one of the relaxing areas is the entire palm right here relates to your solar plexus in your body. So just rub your thumb across, lift and do it again. And just keep kind of doing that with your hand and breathe.
Plexus is right below, like in the rib cage below the boobs in the middle. And if you're ever having stomach trouble or upset, would be a good thing
And
to do.
now switch hands. And that's the last one we're going to do. And actually, this one's one of my favorites just because you can do this one by itself. You can do any of them by yourself, but together, of course, you're going to get a much more relaxed and untense those muscles. So you're done. So just kind of rub your hands. You can clap. Wake yourself up.
I know.
Now remembering all of the points, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. I need to do that more. Thank you so much. I would never.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. If we can remember some of this stuff when we're in those times where we need to, we're feeling the stress go up and we're doing wrong things, right? Right, Charlotte?
Yeah.
It's all about de-stressing, which is why it's destressy.com. So this is good. I remembered actually to do that that butterfly thing Carrie did with us last week. This one, I remembered that this week. And then one time I remembered to do this one, the figure eight or the
Yeah.
with the eyes, and I remembered that one. So yeah, so keep using your tools, girls.
Yeah.
It helps. Thank you so much, Charlotte. Bravo. Bravo.
Thank you. Mwah. I have
Everybody
to go, though.
you gotta go now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad you're here. Everybody go to destressy.com and take a look at what she's got going on there, and we will have you back.
Thank you.
Right.
Have a good
Take
day.
care.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.
So I wanted to share this screen with you guys today. Has anybody had a chance to work with this little new our new lifestyle education system? Not yet. Margo, Sharon, you did, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
I've
I
been in
started
there.
it.
Cool. Go ahead.
Yep, I've been in there, got started. Pretty easy to follow, and yeah, just one module at a time. And
Yep, it's pretty cool. It's super sweet. And Mary is on her day 6. She started fat burn again. She's going to get after the mountaintop of her marathon. She's going to get back down. She's, I don't know what your ultimate goal is going to be, but she's my first person to actually go through this as if they were brand new. So Mary, I would love for you to share what your experience is with this, having been almost 6 years with the lifestyle program, with the books and the videos and the classes and all the things. But how is this, how is this experience kind of different or up or better for you now that you're on day 6 of 5-in-1 fat burn?
I really like the automation, it's just there. So then when I don't have to worry what time of the day it arrives or trying to find it. It's just a little button on your phone. And when I go for my lunchtime walk, it's just right there. And it's just a great refresher to get back to the basics and some of those things that you've forgotten. And, they go through how to use the amino acids, the new products. Yeah, it's just nice to go back to the basics and find those places that you think you knew, but oh, wait a minute, and along with all those videos from Craig last week, about the 5-in-1 and
Yep.
being true, and even the jokey one this week of the guys, hey, the 10 ways to be unhealthy, and
Yeah.
I laughed about, hey, dodge your coach call.
Raise your hand
So,
if you dodged your coach call.
and
no,
I've never
never.
dodged it, but sometimes you dread it a little bit more because you don't want to say, hey, I blew it. But then,
Right.
it's kind of fun to get back there and go, no, that's the time you need it most. And so,
Yeah.
no, I think this automated thing will be nice. I can see as a coach, it wouldn't be so intimidating to try to figure out who's on what day and keep track of all your people.
Yeah.
You just got to make sure your people have bought in, and then they can fly on their own, which makes it more fun and rewarding for both of you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It is. Yeah. It is so sweet, you guys. And Mary already picked up several things that she kind of details that she did, lost. Yeah, through this. So that's good. And then the videos are there, and now you have your PDFs right there. They're all right there in one place. You don't have to go searching for it.
And one thing they had improved was, before it was always a cup of lettuce. Well, it depends on how fine you chop it and how hard you smash it down. They now have the vegetables with the grams. So now you can be exact.
Yes.
Oh,
I
good.
would definitely go back and watch these new videos because they're updated and upgraded as if you started fresh. They are really the bomb, I think. And Mary, don't you?
Yep.
They're really, really, really
They did
good.
They did a good job, and then it was nice to be able to print those vegetable conversion charts and some of those other charts that I lost back when,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you're not as exact, and then you're like, okay, was turkey 7 ounces or was it 6 ounces? And then
Yeah.
I forgot, was it cooked or uncooked?
Right.
And it was all there.
Yeah.
Yeah, those details are they're so great. And then these win calls, has anyone done any of these yet? Anybody? No? Okay. I have been on exactly 2 of them, and I lost how many screens I flipped, you guys. There's so many people on them. And each because this is David Blanchard's team and Craig Blanchett and Patty Axland and all these great people that we know and love. It's their teams.
Okay.
So we're going to get coaching directly and humanly with these people live and their clients. And so it's really cool because there's each morning or evening I think is a different coach who's hosting it, and they each have a different take on, they bring something different to the table, and it's really, really good. I do have one client who's been on multiple of them, and she loves them. She said she loves the new system. She texted me today. She loves the new system. She's on week 3. She loves the step-by-step thing, and she loves these calls. So anyway, she's so try to the links are right here too. Boom, done. You're in. And it's just that easy as that. So that's a really cool, fun added feature that you don't have to be in all of them, but maybe pick a day or time where you can get one in a week and see what you don't get out of it, because they're wonderful support. Who couldn't use some more moral support and a little, tip and focus for the day, right? So yeah, I love that. I love that part. That's going to be really, really a big step up for support for everybody too. So that's super cool. And then, maybe I put out a little, David put out a little 100-day challenge, because I think there's maybe 95 days left in the year. And just a thought I put out today was maybe take that little chart he put out and maybe just say, if you're not on 5-in-1 or something, go through it and maybe go say one, I'm going to look at one video a day or one module a day until the end of the year. That might help you kind of, focus on looking at it and getting through it. I certainly haven't, but the cool thing is it keeps track of where you're at, and it keeps it tells you where you're at. So that's cool. So you don't have to go back and remember where was I. It bookmarks things for you. So, so that's another thing just to think about. And then lastly, and then we're going to kind of go around and share what we got out of Monday and any wins for the week. Wins and learns. That's my new thing. What did you win and what did you learn? Because there's no losses and there's no failures. There's only learning. And so thank you, David Bush, for that. I love, love, love that. And so we'll talk about our wins and learns, but there's a 2-week trial kit too, guys, that came out. Just so you know, that is amazing. I don't think I've ever seen it in almost 6 years where people that are commitment phobic or people that are afraid of the fuelings for whatever reason, or they have financial issues. 2-week trial kit for 5-in-1 it's like just a little over $200. It's brilliant. So keep that in mind for your commitment phobic friends and family. Because I think that's a brilliant offering. And then last but not least, Margo and I got to tell our story on Monday, and we actually accidentally stole a show.
Yay.
Go figure, Margo and I stealing the show. So
Power team.
yeah, it was so anyway. So did anyone see Monday? What, Betty, you want to share what your win of the week is, or what you?
My win of the week is just this morning. I got to go outside. I got to use my walker, go down the hill like a zigzag, go to my boxes and pull weeds, put some wood chips on, and come back up. I've been wanting to do that all summer, and I got to do that this morning. I spent an hour out there, and that is my win of the week, that I got to go out and go down the hill, and I actually came back up the hill, and here I am. So that's my win.
This is a physical. That's like Mary finishing her race, you guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Good for you,
very,
Betty.
very teeny tiny. Mary has a lot on me, but thank you, Mary, that I got down a itty bitty hill and got back. I have to zigzag down. I can't walk down the hill. I have to zig with my thing back and forth. But I got down and got back up.
Betty, that was your 5K, girl. You won. You absolutely won.
Thank
Do
you.
you realize when I first talked to this woman, she couldn't even stand at the kitchen counter?
No, I couldn't. Thank you. I didn't think of that, but thank you.
And I didn't realize until we started working together that Betty wasn't literally not only sleeping in her bed, but couldn't even stand at the kitchen counter.
Yeah.
That was how physically.
Yeah, I had a stool there. I walked there and have to sit on the stool. I prep my meals. I don't have to sit on the stool to prep my meals and make them and stuff. I didn't even think of that. Thank you. I need to think of these wins. I need to write them down and think of them.
Yeah, you do. You do. Because you've done a lot, Betty. You really have accomplished a lot.
So anyway, it was a beautiful day, and that was my win.
Okay, we can be done now. That just made my whole day right there.
Thank you.
If I could come celebrate with you like I got to celebrate with Mary, I would, because that is humongous.
It is.
Mhm. That is humongous. Do you have a win list?
No, I just drop things down, put them in the file, and then I forget about them. So I
want you to be like a kindergartner and put a list on your fridge, and every time you have a win, write your win down so you can see it, Betty.
Okay, list on fridge.
Yeah, you got to see this stuff. You can't remember. And you know what I love too is going, here's how bad it was, and here's how good it is. Like, here's what I can do now, and here's what it used to be. If you could do one side, two side, like that.
That would be great. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. That would be a brilliant thing. Cause that's why, do you guys know that's why they're doing the win calls? Because we completely underestimate our wins. We win the long game in the small stuff every day.
Yeah.
That's the way you win. Right, Betty? Because if you didn't,
you
wouldn't be down the hill.
Yeah, it is. It's a gigantic win for me. And I'm really,
Yep. And that was in fact bigger than a 5K. That was a marathon for Betty. So that was awesome. Did you see Monday night, Betty? Did you have any funny takeaways?
And I can't get on.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
even know what you were just talking about. I have no idea what you're, and I'm
All right.
interested
Well,
in it.
they did a spoof on how to get sick.
And I love things like, I love spoofs, but I'll talk to Dr. Michelle. She often helps me get on. And you guys are very good about sending me things that
Yeah.
sometimes I can get on and sometimes I can't. I appreciate it. I
The
really
recordings are on your email, so we'll get it to you, honey. We'll get it.
Okay. Thank
How
you.
about Sharon is making time in Maryland on vacation. What's your win of the week? And with your brother, she's helping her brother out on 3 and 3. What's your win and what's your learn?
Oh, my wins is being the example of making healthy choices. I don't know how many times I have heard about the diet I'm on. And I'm like, I'm not on a diet. Have learned to make healthy choices. So, I've heard, oh, you don't eat this, you don't eat that. And I'm like, it's a choice I've made, that I don't want to eat a piece of cake so it's been quite the experience. And I think I've been an example of somebody making healthy choices for life.
Very good.
In a world and in all the surrounding of everyone not making healthy choices.
Yeah. I was thinking of number 10. I think it was number 10 about.
Did you see that David posted, Sharon, in Optimal Life about I can't or I don't? Did you see that?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was like
yeah.
80% of the people who say if it's saying I don't is a place of empowerment, saying I can't is a place of being a victim below the line. And so never ever say I can't, always say I just don't eat that. Period. It's an empowerment place.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that assessing my surroundings of unhealthy people, just like I'm glad I have, you do realize that the people that are around you help you make the best choices.
Yes.
So a very, very much a win mental game.
It is. It is. And you can see the impact of having all the negatives around.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's when you have to pull out your language. I don't, not, and that's all you need to say. I don't do that. Yeah. Yep. They want to guilt you and shame you when they say you can't. Oh, too bad for you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you don't. I know you don't eat this. I don't.
No, this is not a pity party. I'm making I don't need your pity party. I'm not sad about it. I'm actually happy about it. So don't give me a pity party.
Yeah. So that's been the most challenging, I guess.
So that's a big win. And you learned the 5 people around you are really important to have them be healthy on your bandwagon. And she's actually, and your big win also with your brother was what? You helped him to do what?
Well, put together a 3 and 3 plan to be eating every 2 to 3 hours and using, getting his calories in. So just helping make looking at healthier options.
And using his fuelings. And she called nutrition support and got a little feedback from them. And that was awesome. Bravo, girl.
Good girl.
He likes using the fuelings. It's convenient.
Yeah.
And he told me I don't cook.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Oh, perfect. If he doesn't cook, perfect. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't cook. Like, yes, well, this is great. So and he hasn't met his goal weight, but he wants to get there slower because the 5-in-1 just really isn't, it isn't for him at this point. He's doing too much traveling and too difficult
Yeah.
to stay on plan.
Yeah, and the cool thing is you don't have to force yourself into the box. You can just do there's other options, and we can just go, take the gravel road instead of the highway, right?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
bravo. Did you get anything out of Monday night? What was your favorite funny takeaway or one of your top ways to that you use to stay sick?
Mainly the surroundings thing, but
Yeah.
not reading your Habits of Health book.
Yeah.
That was funny. He had something on his shirt, didn't he? He said something like, I hate that book, or
Yeah, something. I don't remember what
Yeah.
it was, but
I can't remember either, but it was funny. He's like, yeah, I never read that book, or something like that. It was on his shirt.
use it at the end table.
Yeah.
Use it to rest your vodka or cake on.
Yes, use it to rest your vodka or cake on the end table.
So
That's good.
That was funny. How about you, Mary? What was your takeaway from, you said yours from Monday, didn't you? You liked avoid your coach at all costs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I liked what you said about that word responsible. We always know responsible, but I liked it that you emphasized we are responsible. And that's going to go on my vision board next year, that we all get to choose that response, and we're all able to, elevate our minds, elevate our choices, and that mindset. So I
Amen.
love that word.
And
And
that's
yeah,
good.
Margo, you did not drop the ball 1 second. You were impeccable and just so inspiring. And I loved hearing that you lost your weight before Amy contacted you. I always just figured she drug you along. and I didn't realize that you found it, which I think gives so much more credibility to you two together, because you just found it independently, and then together, you're stronger. So that was awesome to hear you both.
Yeah, it was great. And I still remember the day we were on the phone and she's telling me about her new career. And when I finally said, so, all right, you want me to jump on board? What are we doing? And of course, I'm not questioning. I knew I was going to do it, whatever it was. And she goes, well, it's this program called Habits of Health and Optavia. And I just started to laugh. And she went, what's with that? And I went, Amy, in 2014, I lost 110 pounds
I had no idea.
on Optavia. And she
No
went,
idea.
what? She said, she had never even heard of it. I said,
Right.
yeah, I knew about this long before you did.
You
And
should
I
have been
said,
schooling
and it
her.
works. Yeah. I said, it works. I said, and I kept the weight off. And she asked me, she said, well, you're not coaching. And I went, oh no, I've been working with doctors and doing other things. So I hadn't even thought about it. And
Guess what? Here we go. Giddy up.
that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah. Just kind of like how things are supposed to be,
Yeah.
This is
But
Okay.
Margo, wasn't it like it's like it's like getting in the saddle, riding a bike, right? It was just already in your neurology. And I use that analogy on my live today because it's like, if we never get back on the bike, we'll never be able to learn how to balance on the bike and ride the bike. So you have to just keep getting back on the bike to get the neurology so you know how to balance on the bike.
Yeah.
Same thing with the habits of health, right? Because if you don't get it and you don't get it in there until it's just, you can just pedal, get on the bike and go,
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was super. That was a super fun. It was super fun. Thanks for watching, Mary. If anybody else see Margo and I or have any feedback, Betty, we'll have to email Betty.
I know. I just can't get it, and I miss it so much. I just miss it. It upsets me no end that I can't get them. But
We'll figure it out for you, Betty.
thank
We'll
you.
make it work.
You have every Monday you get an email from.
I know, and every Monday it sends me around the world. It asks me inane, stupid questions. It thinks I'm a fool.
I don't get it. I don't
I
get it.
don't either.
I'm going to come to your house. Anyway,
Yes.
so
Yes.
Did you have a win of the week, Margo, besides your Monday? Was that your win or your learn?
No, ironically, what we're talking about now, with realization and getting back on the bike, is I have a client that I have been talking to. She went off program over a year ago, and we've kept in touch, and I knew she was slipping and she wouldn't admit it and she wouldn't face it and wouldn't deal with it. Well, today we got her back on the bike.
Who's on?
She's back on the bike, and
Who's on the bike?
Rhonda.
Burnell?
Yep. And she said this last couple days, everything she's been doing and thinking about, she's been going, and Margo told me this would happen if I did this. And Margo told me this would happen if I did that. And Margo told me this would happen if I didn't do this.
Yeah.
And it was almost like reading the unhealthy list of things she was still, for the most part, eating healthy, but eating too
avoiding
much
phone
healthy.
calls, not reading her life, using her life book as a coffee table and book.
Oh yeah. She said, I'll have you know, before we had our call this morning, I actually dusted off my life book.
Oh,
Yeah.
how sweet.
So I'm thrilled because she's a great lady with great intention and just
Fantastic.
got herself off track. And then all of a sudden she realized, and she hadn't been on a scale since she went off the program over a year ago.
Whoa.
She just thought she was doing fine. And then she started noticing clothes fitting a little tighter and not having energy and not being comfortable. And she was at her daughter's gym to pick her daughter and granddaughter up. And while her daughter was finishing up, they had this new machine that did your weight and your BMI and everything. And the gal at the club said, "Oh, come on and do it. I'll do it for you." And when she got on the machine and found out she had gained 29 pounds,
Oh, I cry.
she said that was it. That was it.
She put the scale in the trunk.
Yeah, in essence, she
That
did.
on Monday?
In essence, she
That
did.
was
She
something.
didn't. She
Is that what
met her.
Monday? Put the scale on the trunk. Don't look
Yeah.
at it.
She met her goal. She was doing okay, and she thought, and she said, "I see myself every day." So I just didn't realize how bad it was getting.
Oh, yeah.
So
We don't look.
I'm thrilled for her.
Sharon's looking at her notes. She's like,
No.
I know. That's
Yeah.
one,
I
on,
wrote
that's
that
one on the
down.
list. What's that? Was that one that he said, Sharon?
Yeah, I put the scale in the trunk. I'm not sure what number it was, but
One of the other ones was make sure to have greasy leftover pizza for breakfast to start your day.
yep.
Well, my favorite one was automate everything. The guy was going to get a Roomba vacuum.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't have to worry about vacuum, automate everything so you don't have to do anything.
You
So
don't have to do
make a
anything.
lot of movements. Yeah. Yeah.
The fewer movements, the better.
Yeah, exactly.
Because and there were two men, which was hysterical. That it was men, and they were talking about how anything we can do with the remote control from the Lazy Boy, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. And why cook when you can get your kids chicken fingers? The sad reality to that is people get into that lifestyle and don't even realize it.
Oh yeah. Why would I give something healthy why would I give something healthy to my kids and then feel guilty for eating? Like, I'm gonna make something about that, something about the kids. Everybody has to be unhealthy around me because I don't want to feel bad.
Well, yeah, and the other one I liked is water's boring. Why can't I just have soda or a milkshake or whatever? Why just water?
Yeah. That's funny. And why drink water when you can just have vodka in there? It looks the same.
Oh yeah, that was the other one that I loved it.
So just
they
drink vodka.
Don't know the difference. They look at the glass, it's clear. They don't know it's straight vodka.
Yeah. Roxy, did you have a takeaway from Monday or from the
Actually, it was my win. It was like I discovered that I'm doing some of those points. I think I'm healthy, but I said like, oh, I have few of them. Like, like for example, I put my cream in my coffee, even it's sugar free. And I told her last time I discovered that I was gaining weight, but I said this, I think it's not muscle. But
Yeah.
when I see those tiny things, and I was like, okay, the cream is with me, and also what else? Oh yeah,
That was on the fat burning video too, about keeping track of those little things.
Yeah.
yes, and also the book. I don't read the book so many often. I mean, I should read more. Yeah, I do my nails on the book. And
He's being honest today.
Yes.
yeah, so and once in a while, of course, I eat the cake, the 3 milk cake Mexican, and and I thought was like, okay, use a little bit, and I always think it's just a tiny bit because people always think like I'm on a diet forever, and I was like, I'm not losing weight, I'm not, I'm just trying to be healthy.
Maintain.
I
Healthy,
don't.
You
yeah.
always
I can, but I don't.
Yeah, but everybody tells me, oh, you don't need this for your diet. And I was like, what diet? I'm not really eating a
Yeah,
diet.
they
Yeah.
don't ever understand that. No diet. No
Yeah,
diet.
and they're looking at me in every party. Like I went to a party and they're like, okay, we're gonna see what she's doing, what she's gonna eat. And it's like, look, I'm eating carnitas, So
Yeah.
and they said, oh, but then we saw you running, or we saw you doing a lot of exercise. I said, I don't do a lot of exercise. I mean, I just do a little bit of exercise every day, but I'm not like, and I was like,
You're not trying to outrun your weight.
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Because they said,
Yeah.
oh, just eat whatever you want. And that was what I was thinking before the program,
Yeah.
I eat whatever I want, and then I do a lot of exercise, like 2 hours there, run a lot, and do blah blah. So, and I was like, no, not really. If I don't want to exercise today, I can just not do it, and
Yeah.
I'm so good. So, yeah, so that's my win, is to know, like, I'm still not very healthy, but I said, well, that when you see it, it's like now you can fix it, or I mean, just not really fix it, but said, okay, I'm gonna try to avoid these things, like they're not making me healthy. And
Yeah.
still, I'm not a good sleeper because I like to be at night. And yeah, I don't know, but somehow my inspiration came sometimes late at evening, and and then I make my videos at night. Sometimes I don't try not to go live, even though there is a lot of people at night connected. I have a lot of people looking at me at that time, but I said, okay, no, because I'm saying I had to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I make my
You're
video yesterday
You're
from
trying to be a good example to get to bed, and so you can't be doing a live at that hour, right?
yes, exactly. But then is when I have most my energy, and I'm like, okay,
Exactly.
I'm with you, Roxy.
I know. I am too. I am too.
yeah, but
I was
that's
up going to the bathroom the other night, and I picked up my phone, and I stupidly, and Margo had texted late, and I text her back, and she goes, "And what are we doing up at this hour?"
yeah, the toilet hour. I'm not good at all, but this is still like something that I want.
You're getting better. You're learning. You're
Yeah.
learning.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're learning.
that's my win, and all. I left to a few pounds to go, but I mean, I know that I want to be in my frame, and I was like, I'm getting there, and I'm not really like focused on that. Just doing all the habits, and
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We focus on the small wins and the habits, and we don't focus on the number and the scale. That's right, Roxy.
Yeah.
exactly right. Yeah. And remember, David posted that thing, and never ever say it. You know, when people, my husband hates it when his mother is just a chronic dieter. She can't get out of her brain. She's like, oh, you can't eat that. You can't eat that. He absolutely hates it when she says that, because she's such a dieter and he can't stand it. She's always talking about her weight. And anyways, he got this early on, far before me. And he's like, no, I can eat anything I want, Mom. I choose not to, and I don't. I just don't. Don't even talk to me about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not explaining it to you because I've explained it 50 times.
Get it? Yeah.
You know, they just
Yeah.
don't get it because they're still stuck in that mindset. Right?
Yeah. I know.
Exactly the same. I want to share. Like I just went to with some friend to Costco, and it's about lunchtime. So one friend needs to refill some medication, and they said, "Okay, I'll go and do this, and you guys can take lunch here." And I was looking at everything, and I was like, "There is no salad at all." I mean, I was saying, "Yeah, for the salad." Then I was like, 700 calories, and I was like, I went to make only half an hour exercise in the morning. And when they came, I said, "Oh, do you have a nice lunch?" I said, "No, I don't like anything from here."
I know.
Because like,
Good for you.
I can do
Good
it in my
for
car
you.
because in my car have snacks. And I, I was like, oh, nothing
Yeah.
happened. But it was like a little going against the most of the people. And then the smell, it smells good. I can't really say it, but I was like,
Yeah. Smells good.
if I eat this just the baked cake or something like they have there with meat, it's like almost 800 calories. And I said, and I think I went to born in the morning like probably 300. So no, thank you.
No, you can't. No.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I did it. I was feeling so good.
Good for you.
It's a skill. It's like, is this worth it or is it not? Like you have to no, it's not worth it. Right? I mean, it's an equation, value versus, here, remember this one. It's temporary satisfaction or satisfaction versus gratification. Gratification is instant, it's here and gone. Satisfaction is what you feel long term. Like when you, right, you walk out of there and you're like, yeah, and I got, that's totally different.
Yeah. Yeah. My husband loves Taco John's, and I pull in front, I stop, he goes in, gets whatever he wants, and comes out. I don't even go in there. They wave to me, I wave to them. I love you guys, but don't even come. The salt alone it buries me at the door, just thinking about it. And and you just have to, some things like that. I just don't go in there because the only thing I can have is a cup of black coffee. I mean, that I choose to have. There's plenty that I would like to eat, but no, I don't even walk in there because there's nothing. Cup of coffee.
And if you think about it, Betty, you can probably go home and find things in your fridge that'll give you similar flavors, similar taste, without all the extra carbs and calories and salt and all of that stuff.
And everything else.
And like with what Roxy was saying, I'm the same way. I go out for lunch with people and I eat something very simple and I go, well, are you ever going to be off this diet? And I said, my God, I've been off of it for 10 years. And they,
10 years.
Yeah. And they go, what do you mean? And I said, I just eat the things that I want to eat.
Exactly.
And I said, if I can't find it here, I definitely can find it at home.
And you can make it better. You can find what you want and make it
Exactly.
better.
It doesn't mean I can't get taste. I can't get flavor. I can't, it just.
And you can monitor the amount. You go with the kids to get a little ice cream cone, and they give you enough that my dad couldn't even eat all that if they'd have given. It's like, boy, the whole family could have this little 2 scoops of ice cream. Mercy, it's
well, and more important is when I do it, I know what's in it. I just hope what's in it or not in
it. Right. Exactly. That's so
Yeah.
awesome, you guys. This is so great. And Marusa, did you want to share what you got out of today, or Elaine? Any takeaways from today? Or if you want the videos, we'll certainly give them to you. But if you want to say anything, that would be great.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, I'm sorry. I am all red from coming from the gym.
Yay!
Hi, Marisa. Hola.
Hola. I was here all the time, Rosie, but I was quiet and with no video. One of the wins is, getting to know Rosie and Roxy and trying to be more consistent with my, being conscious about what we have as an intake, what we eat, and then what kind of exercise, of how long to exercise, because normally I do hot yoga and I love it, but I know that it's also needed to in this stage of our lives to have some high intensity with weights. So that would be nice to add to my routine.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
Very
Wonderful.
good. Glad. Please come back. We'd love to hear more of your
Yes.
wins and learns.
Thank you.
Yes.
Keep
Yes,
winning.
please come back.
Yeah,
come
please
back.
do. We're happy
Thank
to
you.
have you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, with Roxy, because she'll hook you up. She's our girl. She's our
Neighbors.
girl.
yeah.
Neighbors. So finally I have a neighbor. So
Yay, yay.
Remember, does your life book look like this, or is it still in cellophane? Right? I love that.
Mine looks like that.
Jen Paxman put hers up too. It was hilarious. So I liked that. So yeah, this is great, you guys. Great moral support. Wonderful. Thanks for showing up for each other, because the more we get better together, don't we? We get better, we do better together. Margo, did you have your did you have your
course I
wonderful
do.
moments? Okay.
Of course I do. You ready?
Yep.
yeah, we're ready.
Your footprints tell the story of your life. Truly, life is a precarious journey all of us take. Each decision we make is a step that leaves us that leaves an indelible footprint for good or bad, success or failure, happiness or sorrow. To walk carefully, my friend, with much thought, as your footprints will follow wherever you go. Make good footprints, and good will be your ever-present companion. Walk in love. Reach out in kindness. Speak peace. Harm no one. Be a light for good. Live in truth. Spread hope. Embrace your fellow man. Build bridges. Be a friend to all. Show compassion. Bless others. Champion respect. Give your best. Do what is right. Make a difference. Everyone can. Live your life in such a thoughtful and honorable way that when you or others look back on the landscape of your life, you will feel good. You will feel proud of the footprints you have left behind and the life-size portrait of you that have etched in the glass of time. Footprints that not only allow you to live well, happy, and at peace, but footprints that made this world a better place to be, because it was graced by your presence, blessed by your spirit, gifted by your abundances, by the bright footprints that you left behind. Most important, never forget to leave good footprints wherever you go.
Yay.
Wow.
Yay. Good.
Thank you for the inspiration.
Yes, that was great.
My pleasure.
Email that to us, and then also make sure to email Betty your YouTube link, because I sent that to you, and then we'll get her the one from
Okay.
last
Okay.
and the one from last night. Okay. Love you,
Okay.
ladies. Have a great
Love
day.
you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
good one.
Bye.
See you
Thank
next
you.
week. Bye.